Hello, everyone, and welcome in here on the campus of Bennington High School. Tyler Henry alongside you, Brian Dennett producing and engineering for us today. And we kick off our regional softball coverage as the 2-seed Bennington Lady Bulldogs get set to do battle with Republic County, the 15 seed, for what will be the fourth time this season. It's been domination for the Lady Bulldogs, 21-2 overall. Both of those losses coming to Inman earlier this year. They beat Republic County 20-1, 16-2, and 16-0 earlier this year. This will be the quarterfinal round. The winner moves on to the semis to take on Valley Falls or Troy. But first things first, it's the first pitch of this quarterfinal matchup. And as we are underway, that one misses just high. That'll give us a chance to introduce you to the Republic County starting lineup. Batting first, it's the shortstop, Grace Simpson. She'll be followed by second baseman, Matea Martinez. As the next pitch, in for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Batting in the 3-hole, it's third baseman Kimmy Popelka. Then first baseman Izzy Novak in the cleanup spot today. Batting fifth, it's starting catcher Lexi Smith. Then right fielder Kyla Sasser. Starting pitcher Lakin Gabar. DP Jordan Blazik. Left fielder Jacqueline Party brings up the rear of the Republic County lineup today. Bree Horner will play center. She is the flex, will not be in the lineup for the Lady Buffs. That pitch misses down in the dirt and inside, and the count goes to 3-2. Haley Blake, no surprise here, will get the start for the Lady Bulldogs. Blake is making her 20th appearance of the year. This will be her 17th start. She has tossed 92 innings to the tune of a 1.74 ERA and a sub-1 whip this year. 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And Haley Blake, actually no correction on my part, that was strike two. The count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Blake this season, 95 strikeouts to just 17 walks. Opponents are hitting just .201 off of the senior right-hander. Here, though, it is a walk on 5 pitches. And the leadoff runner is aboard here for Republic County as Matea Martinez comes to the plate. Obviously, you throw out the records, you throw out a lot of things you think you know about teams come playoff time. This is a Bennington team heavily favored here today. As squaring to bunt is Matea Martinez, not quite able to get that up and over. If you look at the run differentials, though, they are stark in contrast. This is a Bennington team that has outscored their opponents by 251 runs this season, 294-42. On the other side, Republic County has been outscored by 144 runs, 169-313. Lady Buffs trying to move the runner. 0-1 the count here to Martinez. She will square to bunt once again and can't quite lay it down. So the count to no balls and 2 strikes. And Martinez going to be forced to swing away. Also want to remind you the coverage of today's game and, well, the entire Bennington Regional, at least the games that Bennington will be involved in, is brought to you by Bennington State Bank. Here it's a pitch that's a called strike 3, a back pick attempt not quite in time. And Matea Martinez down on strikes for the first out of this game. That will bring up Kimmy Popelka, the third baseman. Another right-hander batting here from the right side. Haley Blake back to work, brings home the first pitch. That ball hit well out to left field, but it hangs up for Kaylee Nisbeth. And she will glove it for out number 2. And with that, let's also go ahead and take you around the horn here defensively for this Bennington team. Riley Benin gets the start behind the plate. It'll be Addison Gillett over at first, Gracie Caswell at second, Brooklyn Merck at short, and Brooklyn Clark at third. The outfield from left to right consists of Nisbeth, Pickering, and Noon as Izzy Novak grabs a bat here for Republic County, trying to get something started for the Lady Buffs. First pitch in there for a called strike, up and away. We're hoping the rain stays away here today. It certainly is a hot day. Humidity playing a bit of a role here. About 80 degrees at first pitch. Rain earlier this morning, rain last night, and rain later today. Hoping we can stay away from that as this one does get by, and that will allow Simpson to move up 60 feet. On the pass ball. So Republic County does have somebody in scoring position, but a 1-1 count to Izzy Novak. Blake, a couple good pitches away from getting her bats up for the first time today. Brings it home. It's tipped back to the screen. This is a Bennington team that is on a 19-game winning streak. I mentioned they started the year 2-2. They swept Remington. They were swept by Inman. And since that Inman series, they have not lost a single game. They take a ton of momentum into the playoffs. 0-2 fouled away. That'll find its way into the parking lot. And the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of course, just a one-day break for the winner, although a lot of games being postponed to Tuesday. So we'll have to wait and see who the opponent ends up being. This one popped up. Chasing it over is Clark, and she'll make the catch for out number 3. So 4 up, 3 down. Bennington up to bat when we come back. Coverage of these games presented by Bennington State Bank.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Welcome back in here on the campus of Bennington High School. Tyler Henry alongside you. It's a good day for some softball, at least it is for right now. The sun's shining just a little bit, and like I said, hoping we can avoid some weather throughout the course of the day. Bennington looking for their 4th win of the year over Republic County. If they can get it, it would send them through to the semifinal round, where, as I mentioned before, they will face either Valley Falls or Troy. This is a tough bracket here in 2A for anybody to contend with, and that includes these 2 teams. It also includes Sacred Heart, and I will remind you as well, should Sacred Heart win their opening round game, we'll pick coverage up of them as well, as they would play again on Wednesday, as would the winner of this one. So just something to keep an eye on, something to keep tucked in the back of your mind. This is going to be a wild week of coverage. I'll break down a little bit more of what we've got coming up on Salina Post, but we are willing to cover up to 14 games, assuming that the teams in our area keep on winning, and there's a great chance of that, including for this Bennington team, which is trying to get to state for the first time ever in its history. Let's go ahead and meet the Bennington Lady Bulldog lineup. It starts here with second baseman Gracie Caswell. She'll be followed by shortstop Brooklyn Merck, then catcher Riley Benin, and third baseman Brooklyn Clark. Batting in the 5-hole, it's left fielder Kaylee Nisbeth, then first baseman Addison Gillett, starting pitcher Haley Blake, center fielder Mara Pickering, and right fielder Alta Noon. That's a look at your starting lineup here for the Bennington Lady Bulldogs. This pitch missing inside, the first 2 in the dirt. Let's meet the player in the circle here for the Republic County Lady Buffaloes. Lakin Gabar gets the start today, a freshman tossing her 17th appearance of the year. And every pitch so far has been in the dirt. So a 3-0 count to start things off. In 47 1/3 innings pitched this year, Gabar has a 2-11 record, a 10.2 ERA, a 2.7 whip, 49 strikeouts, 51 walks, 9 hit batters, and she will add a 4-pitch walk here. Opponents hit .345 off of Gabar this year. So Gracie Caswell is aboard with a leadoff 4-pitch walk. That's a good start here for Republic County. It's also going to prompt head coach Tracy Ball to come out and chat. Well, this may be more than a chat. This is a pitching change. Okay, so that's going to be actually a correction on my part. That was Jordan Blazik who came in and pitched the first batter. So Blazik, the pitcher of record to start the game, and now it falls here to Gabar, who I brought up just a moment ago. So the numbers that I gave were for Gabar. Blazik checks out, and so far the first couple of warm-up pitches have not been all that closer here for the freshman. Interesting call there. We'll take a quick break while Gabar gets warmed up. We're back in just a bit on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage of this game brought to you by Bennington State Bank.
A smooth ride and safe handling start with a strong suspension. At Commercial Tire Center in Salina, our team provides expert suspension maintenance and repair for both automotive and diesel vehicles. From shocks, struts, and steering to full mechanical service, our certified technicians help extend tire life and keep your vehicle road ready. Whether it's your everyday car or a hardworking diesel truck, count on Commercial Tire Center to keep you moving.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
So back at the ballpark, the first pitch in the dirt. That's going to allow Gracie Caswell to move up on the pass ball. Caswell finds herself at second. Brooklyn Merck at the dish. Riley Benin in the on-deck circle here for this Bennington squad, and a swing and a ball tipped back into the mitt will even the count at 1-1. Let's take you around the horn defensively for Republic County. It'll be Smith behind the dish, Novak at first, Martinez at second, Simpson at short, Popelka at the hot corner over at third. This one skipped in the dirt, but it gets stopped by Smith. Your outfield from left to right, it's Party, Horner, and Sasser for this Republic County defense. 2-1 the count, Brooklyn Merck at the dish, and she will chop another one foul here. This is a Bennington team that, as I mentioned, has been really good about getting out in front of pitching. And that goes double for Republic County in all of their wins earlier this year. But come playoff time, you might play a little tight. You got to think, too, Republic County's got nothing to lose. They should be one of the loser teams, although this one is off of the shoe top of Brooklyn Merck, and a hit by pitch will put two aboard here for Riley Benin. This Bennington lineup has been dangerous this year. They bat .393 as a team. They slug .505. And that goes double for Benin, who has been exceptional this season. She'll take a first pitch down and inside. Benin batting .362, slugging .580. She's got 29 RBI, 35 runs scored here in her junior campaign. It's been good work across the board, 1 through 9. Another ball skipped in the dirt. That will allow everybody to move up a station. There is virtually no run back from home plate to the backstop here, so it is kind of tough to get a run in. And there's also a couple of wood planks back here that will allow the ball to bounce. So something to keep an eye on with Caswell aboard at third. Pitch on the way. That one finds its way in for a strike, and the count goes to 2-1. Benin seemed content to take all the way there if that's what she needed to do. She digs back in here. Gabar brings it home. That one misses eye level at a big grin or maybe a grimace on the face of Benin. As you can tell, all of these players, they know they're going to be content to take a walk if that's what it takes, but you want to put the ball in play and pick up a big hit. This might be one. It's taken out to right center field. That gets down. It will score at least one run, and one is exactly what it scores. Riley Benin gets Bennington on the board with an RBI double, and that'll turn it over to the big bat in Brooklyn Clark. It's kind of an odd play as Brooklyn Merck had to hold up at second base because Sasser out in right looked up like she had it, but it was nowhere near where she was looking. So I'm not sure if that was an intentional deke or if she just misplayed it. Either way, an inside pitch, maybe a chance to brush back Brooklyn Clark. Clark has been ridiculous this year. She bats .493, 35 hits, 9 doubles, a triple, and 8 home runs. She has 43 RBI this season. She also has 43 runs scored, so just as proficient at coming in herself as she is at bringing in runs. But right now it's a 3-0 count. She'll likely take all the way, and she will take here. The runner coming to the plate will be in without a throw. And Brooklyn Clark reaches first base on a 4-pitch walk. And Brooklyn Merck comes in to score the game's second run. So a great start here for the Bennington offense. A walk, a hit by pitch, a double, and another walk. And that'll turn it over to the first left-handed bat in the lineup in Kaylee Nisbeth. Nisbeth has had another great season. The senior batting .413, slugging .556. 26 hits, 34 RBI for Nisbeth. She stands in. First pitch to her. She squared around, wanted to go for a bunt, but it misses up and away, and the count instead rolls to 1-0 here. First base is open as Benin and Clark have both moved up. Benin on the pass ball, Clark on a quick stolen base on that first pitch to Nisbeth. 2-0 the count. Here is a bunt, but not quite on the right side of the line, and that'll bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. And want to remind you, the Davidson Agency understands today's farming operation and can help determine the best insurance coverage for your farm. The Davidson Agency proudly represents Buckeye Insurance Group and wants to be your hometown insurance agent. The Davidson Agency and Buckeye Insurance Group working together to protect you. Another pitch outside the zone. That'll miss up and out, and the count goes to 3-1 here on Nisbeth. The free base runners have been a problem all season for Republic County. 103 walks on the year. To put that in perspective, Bennington's pitching as a whole has only walked 19. Here it's a called strike, and the count is full. So a chance for Gabar to pick up her first recorded out of the inning. (3-2). Hit on a line, and that is knocked off the mitt there. There could be a run down between first and second, but instead Popelka is just going to flip it back to the pitcher. So give Kaylee Nisbeth credit for an infield single and an RBI. And it's 2 aboard here for Addison Gillett. Benin comes in to score. Honestly, that's probably a good heads-up play by Popelka. You don't want to try to force the issue there. Here it's another bunt down the line. It'll be picked up by Gabar, who tries to go the short way, but cannot go in time to get Brooklyn Clark. And the bases are loaded for Haley Blake following the bunt single for Addison Gillett. Bennington not afraid to play a little small ball if that's what they need to do. Fresh count to work with. First pitch to Haley Blake gets in for a called strike. Blake with a chance here to add some numbers to her own day. She is the pitcher of record right now in line for the win. Her team with a 3-0 lead. Next pitch to her, that misses outside, and the count goes even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Back in at the ready. That one just about hits her. Obviously, at this point, nowhere to put Haley Blake. Still got to deal with Mara Pickering and Alta Noon down at the bottom of this lineup. Pitch on the way. That one struck well down the right field line, but it finds its way foul. And the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. We will keep an update and an eye out for all the other games that are happening today, including ones in this bracket. But a quick update, 2 games that have been postponed to tomorrow, Sacred Heart and Donovan West. And that game between Troy and Valley Falls, the winner of this game will get one of those 2 teams, but we won't know who it is until about 7 p.m. tomorrow, as that game is now in line for a 5 p.m. start. That one in the dirt. Did she go around? Are they going to check? Yes, they will, and they say she did not. So Haley Blake will take her base, and that walks in another run. Brooklyn Clark comes in to make it a 4-0 contest. And we've got a pinch runner coming in here for the Lady Bulldogs. So Blake will head back to the bench, and Olivia Hodges is in to run over at first. That ball bouncing right back to the catcher. You saw Nisbeth thought about it. She'll scamper back to third here. So like I said, it's Hodges in for Blake. Nisbeth at third, Gillett at second, Hodges at first. And another pitch that gets away. Here comes Kayla Nisbeth, and she will be in. Another run scores on another passed ball. That makes it a 5-0 ball game, and Bennington, kind of knowing the number, is a third of the way there. This one hit on the ground. A great chance for Bennington to record an out, but there's no force. They will get the tag over at third. So Hodges is recorded out. Pickering reaches on the fielder's choice. And Gillett comes in to score the 6th run of the day as Republic County finally has their first out of said game. I wonder if that might allow Republic County to settle in just a little bit. This one in the dirt. First time that there's only been one runner aboard, and that is Mara Pickering, who runs well from over at first. Other games happening on the other side of this bracket. Several of these have either been moved up to early this afternoon, as this one is poked up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center field. Alta Noon with a one-out single restarts the rally. And it's 2 aboard for Gracie Caswell, who began this outing with a leadoff walk. I say she began the outing. She also began the inning with a 2-out walk. So Caswell, who came in to score the game's first run, will take this in the dirt. There's a 4-pitch walk, all of them low. Great chance here for Bennington to keep the pressure on. This one a swing and a miss, but it gets away. Pickering slides up to third. Alton Noon moves up to second. And now 2 in scoring position with a 1-1 count to Gracie Caswell. Caswell, a sophomore, batting almost 500 for a full season sample. Her numbers off the charts. Batting 500, slugging 614, 38 hits, a home run, 21 RBI. She has been excellent. This one in the dirt, but it's blocked by Smith, who will keep it in front of her. You saw Pickering kind of leaning off third base a little bit. She's going to be looking for a chance to slide up and maybe bring in what could be the 7th run of this game. That one misses high, and it's another walk to Gracie Caswell. And the bases are loaded for Brooklyn Merck. Didn't have a chance to go through Merck's numbers, but they have been equally good this year. She's batting .450, an on-base percentage of .629. Takes a first pitch strike here. Merck, this season, 27 hits, 21 RBI. She has come in to score 42 runs. That is the highest mark on the team. Takes another strike, and she's behind 0-2. Merck has been patient at the plate this season. 22 walks, only 7 strikeouts. Has to be cautious not to pick up an 8th K here. Pitch in the dirt. Good stop there by Smith. And the count to 1-2. So far, the only out was a Mara Pickering fielder's choice that did bring in a run. Pitch on the way. That one struck well out to left. It will hang up. It is caught by Party, but that's deep enough for a sacrifice fly as Mara Pickering comes in to score the game's 7th run. It is 2 gone in the inning, though. Bennington will take it. It's an SF7. And it falls to Riley Benin to try to keep the inning going. Benin had an RBI double. Matter of fact, for all this damage that this team has done, only 3 hits on the day. The only extra base hit was the RBI double smacked by Benin earlier in the first. Other reschedules to let you know about at the top half of the bracket. All of the games moved up to this afternoon, so really it's just this half, which is the one that matters. As that one gets by, Caswell will take second, Noon will take third. Chance to bring in a few more runs for Benin. Took it to right center field her first time up. Here she takes a called strike, and the count goes to 2-1. Benin, a savvy hitter. I mean, again, she was pretty content to wait till she saw a strike. Now she's seen one. This ball chopped to third. Popelka's throw is going to be an airmail, and that's going to score 2 runs. They wave another around, and in all the chaos, Riley Benin is up to second. So for all intents and purposes, that would have been a pretty tough play. Give Benin an infield single, and then she advances to second on the error. Alton Noon comes in to score, as does Gracie Caswell, and it's a 9-0 lead. And wasting no time moving up to third is Benin. So a 1-0 count to Brooklyn Clark. She walked her first time up, this one in the dirt, and here comes Riley Benin. And that is 10 runs here in the first inning for the Lady Bulldogs. Bases empty for Brooklyn Clark. Smashes one into the gap in right center field. That thing is going to roll all the way to the fence. How far does Brooklyn Clark run? She's going to hold up at second. It is a double for Brooklyn Clark, who restarts the 2-out rally and turns things over to Kaylee Nisbeth. Nisbeth laid down a bunt for an infield single, her first time up. Came in to score. Matter of fact, of the 9 batters in the lineup for Bennington, 8 of them have come in to score at least 1 run. Nisbeth squaring to bunt. You know, she's not afraid to showcase the wheels and get her way down to first the old-fashioned way. See if that is, in fact, what they go with here. Pulls it back and takes a called strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Now a throw down to third, almost in time, but not quite, to get Brooklyn Clark, who swipes it back. So another opportunity here for Nisbeth to bring in a run. Wants to do it with a bunt, but fouls it off to the left-hand side, and that will take the count instead to 1-2. Tomorrow at 5 p.m., it's Valley Falls and Troy. Today at 1 p.m., Rossville and Horton. Next pitch upstairs. Good take there by Nisbeth. Saw she thought about it for a moment, but elected not to pull the trigger, in the count to 2-2. Nisbeth back in the box. Gabar looking to close out the inning. This one in the dirt, and the count is full. Gabar still just one good pitch away from getting out of the inning. I know it's been a brutal start, but boy, you'd feel good just getting the bats back up and taking a break out there. Pitch on the way. That misses high. It's ball 4. Brooklyn Clark will hold up. And it's runners at the corners. Now Nisbeth turns. She thinks about taking another, and they got her. So Kaylee Nisbeth thrown out on a walk, trying to take second, and that's going to wrap up the first inning. But Bennington, 10 runs across in the first. They take a massive lead early on here. We'll step away. We've got more regional softball coming your way next. It's brought to you today by
Whether
Bennington
on the
State
field,
Bank.
court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hole hitters due up for Republic County. Lexi Smith, Kyla Sasser, and Lakin Gabar. Another inning of work here for Haley Blake. She will bring the first pitch home. It is in there for a strike, and a good start for Blake. I mean, she has been cruising early. Faced 4 batters, did walk Simpson to start the game, but after that, a strikeout, a flyout, and an infield pop-out. This one on the ground. That'll be picked up by Blake. Her throw to first is in time, and it's one gone for Republic County. This has been, I would say, more or less what we expected, but again, this is a Bennington team still impressive in their own right. And making it happen here early as Kyla Sasser is the next up. She will hit one. It's right back to the pitcher. Blake stabs it. 2 gone. Boy, Haley Blake wasting no time, and now she'll face her pitching counterpart here in Lakin Gabar. Gabar, this season, a freshman batting .280, 14 hits for her, 9 RBI on the year. This is also a Republic County team that runs with good speed. Matter of fact, they have more stolen bases than Bennington by almost a third. Hey, it's back to Blake and another quick out. Boy, a lightning quick 1-2-3, top of the second. We'll step away. We've got more high school regional softball when we return. Coverage brought to you today by Bennington State Bank.
When the time comes to honor a life, Hire Scott Mortuary in Salina is here with care, compassion, and guidance every step of the way. Celebrate memories, cherish family, and find comfort in tradition. Hire Scott Mortuary, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Salina Surgical Hospital is a high-quality surgical facility with a comfortable and home-like atmosphere. Together with our community's greatest doctors, we are committed to a patient care model where exceptional satisfaction is the norm and every patient feels like they are treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local community-involved physicians. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure with us. Salina Surgical Hospital. Your voice, your choice.
Welcome back in as we go to the home half of inning number 2, and it looks like Republic County will be switching back to Jordan Blazik as the pitcher. Before we go any further, I want to remind you, as a farmer, protecting your farm from the unexpected is a priority. The Davidson Agency and Buckeye Insurance Group will make certain you have the coverage you need for the times you need it most. The Davidson Agency proudly presents Buckeye Insurance Group and wants to be your hometown insurance agent. The Davidson Agency and Buckeye Insurance Group working together to protect you. It was a whale of a start to this game as Bennington scored 10 runs on 6 hits. They left 1 runner on base. That was all just in the bottom of the first inning. So here we go to the bottom of the second, and it will be another chance here to face a new pitcher in Jordan Blazik, who came in. She started this game, walked Gracie Caswell on 4 pitches, and then was taken out for Lakin Gabar. And she puts this one in the dirt to start her second inning of work. But it's a DP situation, so they can swap back and forth freely between those two without having to worry too much about replacements or any of that good stuff. Addison Gillett leading off the inning will take one off the knee, and that will be a leadoff hit by pitch to put the first runner aboard here for the Lady Bulldogs. It's interesting, too. Typically, you only play a team once in the regular season. Republic County and Bennington met twice. It was the standard doubleheader that came early in the year. Wins of 20-1 and 16-2 for this Bennington team as the first pitch misses low for a ball. And then they wrapped up the regular season before Hutch Trinity with a rematch. It was a JV game to start, a varsity game second. It was for senior rec night. This is a Bennington squad that they do have a good group of seniors, but a lot of them do not play in the regular rotation. So a chance to really let the seniors shine, and that's what Coach Siskowski wanted. But now you see a lot of those seniors back out of the mix. And a Bennington team trying to advance further than any previous in school history. This pitch missing low and inside, and the count goes to 3-0. The Lady Bulldogs, the furthest they've ever gone as a softball program in back-to-back seasons, the last 2 seasons, as a matter of fact, they have made it to the regional final, but have been held up just short of a trip to state. That's what's on the table here this week as they look to push their way through a very challenging bracket. Another pitch in the dirt, going to be a walk issued here, and the runner will go ahead and move up. So Addison Gillett swipes third. Haley Blake is aboard at first with her second walk of the day, and Mara Pickering will come in as they will have another pinch runner over there at first. It will be Olivia Hodges to run once again for Bennington. Humidity really ratcheting up here as temperatures get to about 82 degrees. Doesn't feel like it, but we are still trying to beat some rain that's supposed to come in a little bit later on. Plenty of crazy weather wreaking havoc across north central Kansas. Trying to get through this one for now. Mara Pickering, who reached on an RBI fielder's choice back in the first, is in the box and ready to go. That pitch also in the dirt. So the count's 2 balls and no strikes. Alton Noon, who singled, is in the on-deck circle. Then it's back to the top of the lineup, and Gracie Caswell. Runner aboard at second. That ball yanked foul down that third base line. This is going to be a big week for us. It's going to be a big week for Salina Post Sports. We hope you'll tune in and catch as much of it as he can, and that will include continuing coverage of Bennington in the next round. I say that pretty confidently with a 10-0 lead here in the second inning, but Bennington, should they advance, we will pick them up on Wednesday, and we'll have the semifinal and hopefully the championship game as well. Those games all streaming free here on Salina Post. This ball popped up. Chance here for Smith, and she can't quite glove it, so it will drop for a foul ball. Tomorrow, we've got 3 potential doubleheaders. We will have the semifinals, and then we'll continue through with the championship game of regionals for any of these teams that make it, including Chapman Softball, Southeast of Salina Baseball, and Sacred Heart Baseball. All 3 of those teams looking to punch their ticket to state. Tomorrow, we'll have coverage of the 3 semifinal games, and if all 3 teams win, we'll have coverage of all 3 in the championship round as well. And then the same deal here. Like I said, we'll cover all 3 games of the Bennington Regional on Wednesday if Sacred Heart gets here. If not, we'll cover the 2 Bennington games. This is a walk. It's going to bring in another run. Coming in is Addison Gillett. Nobody covering second. Mara Pickering will go ahead and take that too. So Pickering reaches on a walk and then slides up to second. Haley Blake, or rather Hodges, up to third, and Gillett in on the pass ball. And then just to go back and finish it out, we will wrap up our coverage of regionals on Thursday as Southeast of Salina and potentially Minneapolis duke it out for a chance to go to state. Got another pitcher coming in. We'll let you know who it is when we return. This is coverage of regional quarterfinal action here on Salina Post.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there, Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
Back to softball action here, regional quarterfinals, and a new pitcher coming in for Republic County as Peyton Speechel will make the 4th appearance of her season. 6 2/3 innings pitched, a 23.1 ERA. Here it's a soft bunt laid down by Alta Noon, who's going to have a chance to leg it out. Throw back to third, now a rundown between third and home. Throw back down to third. Boy, this one does get up and over the head, and coming in to score on a mad dash is Hodges. My goodness, what a chaotic sequence that turned into. So Hodges comes in to score the inning's first run. Mara Pickering moves up to third. Alton Noon with the bunt single all the way to second in the chaos, and here comes Gracie Caswell. First pitch to Caswell misses upstairs for ball 1. Caswell has walked twice today. She has come in to score twice today. At the ready here. Pitch misses high and away. So 3 straight balls to Gracie Caswell, who has walked twice. And so far, I believe she's seen all but 1 pitch outside the zone. And that streak will continue. I guess they had it wrong on the scoreboard. It's now 3-0. Caswell, content to take first base for the 3rd time today if they let her. And she, wants to swing away. You see Coach Siskowski with a big grin on her face. Same for Caswell here saying, hey, take the free base if you got it. But yeah, Caswell just wants to put the ball in play after all these free passes. 3-1 pitch coming in there for a called strike. So there you go. Maybe a little too patient that time, and the count is full here on the Lady Bulldog leadoff hitter. Pitch coming in. Smoked down the line, but foul. Caswell didn't miss it by much, and she knew it. 2-2 is the count. Actually, 3-2. Scoreboard's been a little behind today. Still working on it here. Pitch on the way. Boy, she really wanted to swing at one. It's in and out of the mitt there of Popelka. Coming in to score, Mara Pickering. And give an RBI single to Gracie Caswell, who drives in another. And the lead is 13-0. Altanoon held up. Brooklyn Merck now up to bat. Pickering in to score. That was the third different pitcher that Gracie Caswell had faced in a span today of just 2 innings. We are still in the home half of the second. That one lifted up and out to right. Sasser comes in on it and makes the catch. Throw to third, not going to be in time. Throw down to second, also not quite there, and that will allow everybody else to move up. So Altanoon to third, Gracie Caswell to second. Brooklyn Merck with the fly out to right. Riley Benin up to bat. She's had a great day at the plate so far. RBI double in the first. Infield single in the second. Came in to score a run in both half innings. 13-0 lead. 2 more runners in scoring position, and so far just 1 down in the inning. Pitch coming in. That one struck well. It's going to fall, and is that over the fence? Yes, it is. 3-run home run for Riley Benin. And she will give a 15-0 lead to the Bennington Lady Bulldogs. The cherry on top of an excellent day at the plate, both for Benin and for Bennington as a whole. That thing had so much carry to it, I almost didn't think it was going to find its way out. But it does, and a correction on my part, it's now 16-0. So Bennington pouring it on. Brooklyn Clark gets under this one, lifts it up, falling fast. That's going to drop in for a single. So Clark restarts the action here. And, boy, nobody was paying attention, so Clark went ahead and just moved up to second. So give Brooklyn Clark credit for a single. And here comes Kaylee Nisbeth. Still 1 gone in the inning. And the thing now, if you're Bennington, I know it's fun to score runs, but you only need to record 3 more outs, and this game is over. We've already got the 15, or I guess in this case the 16-run lead. Nisbeth standing in, 1 away in the inning. First pitch to her, inside out swing. Oh, and a big collision. However, Popelka able to hang on. Actually, no, that's the pitcher, Spilchel, who held on. 2 gone. Not the greatest collision there defensively, but it gets the job done. And it brings up Addison Gillett. Gillett a bunt single in the first, hit by a pitch earlier in the second. Pitch on the way, that's in the dirt. Brooklyn Clark still aboard at second. Pitch coming, fouled back here. And as it is a foul ball, Brooklyn Clark will have to turn around and head back to the dugout here. Wouldn't be the worst thing ever here for Bennington just to record this third out and let Haley Blake go out and do the rest. Pitch misses high. Clark thinking about it at second. Like I said, no updates for you as all the other games in the bracket in Class 1-2A have not yet started. Spiechel brings it home. This one popped up. She will settle under it and makes the catch for out number 3. The Bennington Lady Bulldogs add another 6 runs. They've got a 16-0 lead, and they're 3 outs away from advancing to the semifinals of the regional round. We'll have it for you when we come back here on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage today brought to you by Bennington State Bank.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Welcome back to the ballpark. A quick reminder that coverage of the Bennington Regional is presented by Bennington State Bank. Also want to throw a big shout out and a big thank you to the Davidson Agency and Buckeye Insurance. 3 outs left to record. Haley Blake out to try to get him. It'll be Jordan Blazik, Jacqueline Paredes, and actually a quick correction on my part. This is Special, who takes over for Blazik in the lineup. Pitch to her, popped up and back to the screen in the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Special, Paredes, and Gray Simpson all on to face Haley Blake. Blake's made it look easy. It was a leadoff walk to Simpson, and since then she's put down everyone she's seen. A diving attempt out in right field, but it's just out of the glove of Alta Noon, who made a great effort. And give credit of a single to Special. So now it's Jacqueline Paredes. Party. Party has battled through some injuries this season, but has come back and has been very strong here. A swing and a miss. Back pick attempt down the line, not in time. Just got to focus up on the hitter here. That is what Bennington is looking to do. First step towards uncharted territory. That is the goal. This one missing high and away. Haley Blake more than likely going to be the arm that they ride as far as they can go, whether that's to state and beyond. Hopefully for Bennington, but she has been the trusted arm, and with good reason. 200-plus strikeouts in her career. Picked that accolade up earlier this season. Here she has Party down with a 1-2 count. Party back in the box, a brace on that left wrist. Pitch coming, swing and a miss, strike 3. Attempted a back pick, not in time, and that is 1 gone. And now just 2 outs left to record. It'll have to come against the top of the lineup as Grace Simpson grabs a bat for the 2nd time today. Simpson walked to lead things off in the first, got as far as 2nd. First pitch to her is in for a called strike. In case you're just tuning in, you weren't with us earlier, we will have coverage of Bennington's entire regional run, including 1 and hopefully both games on Wednesday. That one misses high and away. The runner will turn and take 2nd. Special up on the passed ball. Should Sacred Heart collect a win, we will also have coverage of the Lady Knights at the Bennington Regional. Next pitch, hit on a line, but foul, and the count to 1-2 here on Simpson. Simpson this season batting .463, slugging .667. This is a team that hits really well, .342 on the year for the Lady Buffs. It's been the pitching that in a lot of ways has kind of let them down this season. Another 2-strike pitch, misses down and in the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matea Martinez in the on-deck circle should have a chance to bat, regardless of what happens here. 2-2 from Haley Blake. That one struck well out to right field, but right to the glove of Noon, who's going to try to double her off for the win, and she will. It's an F9-6 for the win, and the Bennington Lady Bulldogs make it look easy. It took just 40 minutes, and Bennington is on to the regional semifinals. We'll talk more about it when we come back. The Commercial Tire Center postgame show. When we return, coverage of this regional brought to you by Bennington State Bank.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
A smooth ride and safe handling start with a strong suspension. At Commercial Tire Center in Salina, our team provides expert suspension maintenance and repair for both automotive and diesel vehicles. From shocks, struts, and steering to full mechanical service, our certified technicians help extend tire life and keep your vehicle road ready. Whether it's your everyday car or a hardworking diesel truck, count on Commercial Tire Center to keep you moving.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Welcome back here at the ballpark. A 16-0 win for the Bennington Lady Bulldogs. They are on to the regional semifinals, and awaiting them, we'll have to wait and see. It'll be either Valley Falls or Troy. That game got pushed to tomorrow with the inclement weather, so it will not start until tomorrow evening at about 5 p.m. But keep an eye out for that one. We will be back here on Wednesday, and we will cover Bennington in both, hopefully, the semifinal and the championship round. Should Sacred Heart, who's also in this bracket, defeat Donovan West tomorrow at 2 p.m., we will also have coverage of their game in the semifinals. So plenty of great coverage coming up. Also, hey, don't forget, tomorrow we've got, well, I'll get into that later. Let's get into some final numbers here from this game. Bennington, 16 runs on 10 hits. They do not commit any errors. They strand just 2 runners on base. Republic County scored no runs on 1 hit, committed 2 errors, and stranded 1 runner on base. Your winning pitcher is Haley Blake. The loss goes to Jordan Blazik. And this game took just 40 minutes to complete, a lightning strike of a win for the Lady Bulldogs, and they get it done in style. The crowning achievement of the game, really it has to be that Riley Benin 3-run home run. Benin has had excellent numbers all year. It was her 3rd hit of the day. And for Benin, it's just her 2nd home run of the season. So she smashes it over the left center field fence. And for that, and really for her whole performance, an RBI double and infield single, Riley Benin today is going to be our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. That goes to Benin. Coverage upcoming. Don't forget, you can catch a ton of great stuff across our Salina Post Sports Network, and it all streams right here for free. Tomorrow, you can catch regional semifinal and final action for Southeast of Saline baseball, Sacred Heart baseball, and Chapman softball. On Wednesday, we'll be back here in Bennington to cover all games involving Bennington and Sacred Heart softball. And then finally, on Thursday, we will be in Gypsum to cover all games involving Southeast of Saline and Minneapolis. All of those games streaming free right here on Salina Post. You caught this one courtesy of the good folks at Bennington State Bank. Also want to throw a big shout out and a big thank you to the Davidson Agency and Buckeye Insurance Group. Until tomorrow, if you're tuning in for any of those games, or until Wednesday, if you're a fan of Bennington. One last time for Brian Dennett, I've been Tyler Henry signing off. You caught this game right here courtesy of Bennington State Bank.
This has been a presentation of Eagle Media, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and Salina Post Sports. This has been your Game of the Week.